Do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. In case anyone's here watching, I'll get started in about a minute here. Hey Choxy, how's it going? We're gonna get going in just a minute. Hope your afternoon is going well. So far so good. Let's go ahead and switch over here. There we are. There we are. All right. Get all situated here. Get all nice and comfy. All right. So, welcome aboard, whoever's in here. Chalk, if you're alone. If you're not, hello for everybody else. We are doing Palomar to Visalia today with 8 passengers aboard, FSE in the Carnado PC12. Oh, I guess I didn't change that information on here, so let's do that. Carnado PC12. Whoops. Oh, my cap locks don't want that. Carnado PC12. Boom. Oh, that's too big now. Carnado PC12. Ah. You know what? We'll just put PC12 and leave it at that, shall we? Because I don't feel like messing around with that. Alright, so we got that all situated. And let's go ahead and get logged into PilotEdge. Connect. And I've never flown this aircraft on PilotEdge before, so I gotta set it up real fast. So we're gonna add complete list. And it is a no, I forgot who made the PC12, by the way. PC12, it's not gonna show it. Oh, see, this is what happens when I'm not fully ready to go. Pilatus, PC12, Pilatus. Wherefore art thou, Pilatus? There you are. PC12, boom. Give that a name, PC12. That's good. Boom. Boom. Pilatus PC12, and we're gonna connect here. Alright. Gonna file a flight plan. Make sure that transponder is set to standby. That's good. File a flight plan. And our flight plan is today from KCRQ to KVIS. It's probably going to be an hour. Well, we'll put an hour 30, even though it's not going to be that long. And we'll put 2:30. As far as gas, we're going to be doing 220 knots. And hey, Supercrafter, how's it going? And we are going to be doing this IFR today, because I haven't done an IFR flight in a while, so I need to get back on the saddle. In ATC's face, 12,000 today. 12,000 feet, 2, 3, 12,000 feet. We got a slant Gulf. We're good. Route today is going to be Oceanside, Victor 23, Seal Beach, Tulare, Tule, and Brett, Brett. Alright, so we've got Oceanside, Victor 23, Seal Beach, Tulare, Brett, going from KCRQ to KVIS. That all looks good. Boom, ba-doom, 220, 12,000 feet. Go ahead and send that. So that is done. And there's my radio stack. So I need to see that. That is good. So that is all. Hey, Hardcore Beans, how's it going? Alright, so that is all peachy. So let's go ahead and fire this bad boy up, get our radios going, and get our calls into ATC, and get out of here. Boom. F9. Get all these bad boys turned on. Boom, 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 and engine start. The engine's going. And I screwed the pooch on that. Let's start that again. Start. Alright. Oh, Jesus. I always tend to mess the startup sequence up on this guy. Let the engine spool down a bit. I always tend to mess this part up. Always wants to run away from me. Alright. Start. (16NG), give it a little bit of giz. There we go. not too much, because it over torques and it starts running away on me like it is now. Get the torque down and then bring it to ground idle so it doesn't run away, and that's good. Okay, so those are all good. Let's get the external power off and the standby bus off, and everybody else stays put. Everybody else is good. Alright. All the greens, we're good there. Get rid of that guy. And we're all happy. We're all fat, dumb, and happy. Alright. Okay, so we need to get clearance delivery 134.85. And then I'll load my passengers. Let's make sure I am hearing ATC. And in the meantime, let's get our flight plan into the GTN. I am not hearing anything. Why aren't I hearing anything? 134.85. I got receiving is coming on. I'm not hearing a dagging thing. Hey, Kinky Frank. Okay. This is not good. Why am I not hearing anything? Sounds. There. 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 I am not hearing a thing. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah. Volume was turned all the way down low. Okay. Now let's make sure that I can hear something coming from ATC before we go through all this. Hey, Gwigwi? Gwigwi? Make sure I can hear ATC. And I'm not hearing anything coming from ATC. 134.85, I'm on the right frequency. What is going on with my sounds? The voice is up. Voice playback, everything's good. I should be hearing something. Let me switch 121.8, let me switch to ground and see a weird frequency. Nope, not hearing anything. Okay. Well, we're not starting off so good here, are we? Why am I not hearing anything from ATC? It's marker mute. COM1. That's all good. 134.85. That's all good. Now, this is the first time I've taken this airplane out onto PE. So maybe let me disconnect from PE and reconnect. Maybe there's a problem with PE. Let's try that. It says I'm connected. Alright, well let's try disconnecting. And then reconnect. Huh. Okay, well that just blows. I'm not sure why I am not connecting to PilotEdge. Hello. Hello. Testing. Okay. Wow. Looks like we're gonna have to blow off PilotEdge for now and just fly this offline, but that was kind of sucky because I really didn't want to do that. I really want to be on PilotEdge for this. And I don't understand why I am not hearing anything from PilotEdge. I know my comms are all radio stack. $134.85, COM1. That's all good. I'm connected, everything's all connected. Okay, well I'm not going to make you guys sit through me trying to figure out why I can't hear people on PilotEdge. That just wouldn't be, that would not be right. Let me just try one more frequency. 121.8. And let me change my sound settings. Well, should all be fine. Recording devices, that's all good. Oh, why am I not hearing? what you hear. What the heck? Playback. Playback. Set as the default. Maybe that was the problem. You know, I just updated the drivers too. Maybe something got screwed up on the drivers. Ah, now I'm hearing it. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Playback, playback. Hello, hello, hello. That's the default. Okay. Now let's see. Raining? What the heck? 3485. Now let's see if I get anything from oh. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't. Maybe there's something. Hold on, let me look at the PilotEdge. Start options. Player radio. Do not disable any radios, that's fine. Text, voice, input, output. That's all fine. So the output is my Logitech.
1700, please.
1700.
Okay, okay, okay. Now we got some action. Alright. I think I fixed her.
Pacer 38, turn right heading 110, descend to maintain
Okay.
3000.
Alright,
Pacer 38, right, turn heading 110, leaving 5000, descending 3000.
we got her now. Hopefully you guys can hear ATC now. Can you hear ATC now?
November 7, remember Bravo, turn right heading 060.
Let's hope so.
060.
Okay,
Bravo.
let's get the ATIS again.
Mike 2153 Zulu, wind 190 and 8, visibility 4, light rain 4500, scattered ceiling 6000, overcast temperature 26, dew point 22, altimeter 3004 ILS 24, approach in views, departing runway 24, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have Mike.
Okay, so we've got Mike. And let's see where are we located on the field. Oops. We are located Okay, so 24 is over there. Alright. So we're at general aviation.
November 7, rear Bravo, traffic 9 o'clock, 1
Sounds
mile
good to me.
southbound, turning
Okay.
eastbound, altitude 1000.
Let's go ahead and call for clearance.
7
Hey, thanks,
Bravo,
Sean.
when I
All
get
right.
contact in the clouds.
We got our
Roger. Pacer 38, 5 miles from London, turn right heading 170, maintain 3000 until established and localized, cut off 20 right approach.
Pacer 38, right, turn heading 170, 3000, until established, cleared ILS 20, right approach. Pacer 38.
Palomar clearance. Plata 65 Zulu is looking for IFR clearance to Visalia, please.
For 65 Zulu, Palomar clearance, Minnesota Quest, will be a couple minutes, stand by.
Alright, so we got a couple minutes. We're going to stand by on that. Okay, so we were going to insert after that. We're going to Oceanside. Enter that. Then from there, loading Victor 23. And we're exiting Seal Beach.
November 7, rear Bravo, 6 miles from Becca, fly heading 330, maintain 1600 until established in localizer, Cleared ILS runway 30 approach.
Left to 330, cleared for the approach.
Wow, it's all the way
7
down
Romeo
here.
Bravo.
Wish there was a way to skip ahead here. Alright,
Pacer 38, contact
Seal
runway tower
Beach.
16.8, get there.
load that.
26.8, see you in a bit. Pacer
From
3.
there, we're going to Tulare, T-U-L-E. Enter. No. No, that's not what I want. Move. Is that correct? T-U-L-E. Yeah. T
John Wayne Tower, Pacer 3,
U,
slow and ILS 20,
L,
right, low approach back to radar.
E.
Pacer 38, John Wayne Tower runway 20 right, cleared low approach, report the mess please.
Pacer 3, clear to approach and we'll report
Huh.
the best.
Okay, that
165 Zulu, clear to destination airport by heading 250 right vectors oceanside BOR, then south. Maintain 3000, expect 12,000 5 departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 4105. Just give me a heading of your heading and a squawk code, read it back please.
Roger 65 Zulu, heading 250, squawk 4105 for 65 Zulu.
Air 65 Zulu, appreciate it, read back is correct. November 7 Army Bravo.
Alright,
Contact Long Beach Tower.
so we're doing 250 on the heading.
19-4, good day.
Las
You know,
Vegas Tower,
before I
Envoy
forget.
404 left base, 25 left visual.
Envoy
Let
404
me load my
Las Vegas Tower,
passengers, I
November
completely
4,
forgot to
25
do
left,
that.
clear land.
25 left, clear land, Envoy 404.
Alright, so they're all loaded. Whew. Want to make sure I get paid for this flight here. Okay. That would be bad if I did not get paid for the flight. 3,000 feet is initial altitude, and we'll be getting
Long
12,000.
Beach Tower, Cessna 7
I'm going to be
Romeo Bravo,
canceling our IFR clearance.
November 787 Army
Probably
Bravo,
somewhere.
Long Beach Tower.
Yeah, Thule doesn't
Clear
exist.
land.
Thanks. Yeah, it's the Coronado PC12. Yeah, I don't know why Thule doesn't.
Romeo Bravo.
So I'll change this to. It's basically on the way. I'll change that to Brett.
John Wayne clearance, legacy 5122.
Anyways, I'm going to be going VFR once I pass all of the Bravos and get out into some open territory. I'm going to cancel my IFR anyways.
Then be the coastal November 24 type route.
TT.
Maintain 2,000,
Enter.
expect 4,000 5 departure.
Alright, at least that one's in there.
127.2.
Brett and KViz.
Squawk 1606.
Cleared to the Camarillo Airport.
Okay,
Fly
we are going
heading
to
2
reset our fuel.
kilometers to St. Louis.
Almost forgot to do that. Back,
Climb maintain
map,
2000, expect
base,
127,
boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's good.
22 Whiskey, read back correct. Pacer 3, Roger, climb is published contacts with all approach 127.2.
Published miss 127.
Okay, so that's good. 4105 is in the box.
Seattle departure Pacer 3, it's missed approach leaving 1,700
10
Pacer 38, SoCal.
4105 is in the box.
You want to go back and right away,
121.8 is ground, so we got that. Then towers
Pacer 3, Roger, I can't give it to you
118.6.
just yet. So for now, continue on the published miss and expect it in about 2 miles.
Pacer 3, welcome. If it'll help out, I can just take radar vectors, whatever you need.
No, it's because I can't get you. I shouldn't carry you forward with the published
118.6.
Pacer 3.
And then departure is 119.6. Okay, so let's just double check what we've got. Oh, I don't have that in flight plan to go. Let's go ahead and change that bad boy.
Proceed direct Seal Beach, VOR cross Seal Beach, VOR
Edit,
4,000.
clear that.
Q0 right approach gunway.
And we've got
Pacer 3 to right
KCRQ,
direct Seal Beach cross
space,
Seal Beach, VOR at 4,000, cleared ILS runway 20.
Oceanside, OCN, space, Seal Beach, space. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to exist in here. Let's see if Thule exists. Well, nah, let's skip it. BRETT. Alright, and KViz. And that should be in there. Alright. Alright. So that all looks good, Brett. Boo boo boo. That all looks yummy and delicious. Delicious and nutritious. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Alright, so we've got our squawks. We got 3000 heading 250. Vectors to Oceanside, and then join Victor 23, so we're good there. We'll keep that there. Squawking 4105, we've got that. We've got next one is ground, then tower, and departure. And I think we are good to call for departure.
20 left at Kilo is fine.
Or 22 Whiskey Room 20 left at Kilo taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie.
Alpha, taxi 220 left via Alpha Hotel Charlie for Legacy 22 Whiskey, thanks.
Las Vegas Tower, runway 404, clear to runway going to the Delta gates.
Envoy 404, cross from a 25 right, taxi parking via Bravo, good day.
Cross 25 right, taxi via Bravo, runway 404, thanks.
Palomar ground, Pilatus 65 Zulu. We have Mike looking for taxi, please.
Air 65 Zulu, Palomar ground, runway 24, taxi via November.
24 via November 65 Zulu, thanks. Okay, so 24 via November. We are ready to go. So we want to make a left-hand turn. Yep. Hey, appreciate the follow, Calibri. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Okay, parking brake is off. Left-hand turn to November, please. Oh, do not hit the plane next to you. That would be a bad day. Flaps 15 set.
Chaser 3 at the speed is for operational necessity as you need
Oops,
it.
oops, oops. Squawking normal. Almost forgot to do that. But we're still good. So we're not quite on the taxiway yet. So we are good there. Well, I didn't realize it was raining. I'm about 10 miles as the crow flies from Carlsbad, and I'm looking out my window and I don't see any rain. So it's not to say it's not raining in Carlsbad, but I don't see any. Hopefully the sky and the wind and everything's gonna be nice and clear once we get out over the valley. Stopped a little too short there. Alright, tower 118.6, that's
Montgomery clearance
there.
at 102 with an ISR.
And then
To,
departure 119.6.
Standby.
Okay, that one's in there.
It's going to be El Monte for flight 102.
Okay, 118.6 tower and 119.6 and squawk, everything looking good.
Flight 102, Montgomery El Monte Airport, flight heading 270.
Looks like Peter just
Radar
came on.
vectors to the Mission Bay 203 degree radial, Pomona 164 radial, Pomona VOR direct. Maintain 4,000, expect 8,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5640.
Cleared Del Monte 270, Mission Bay 293, Pomona 164, Pomona direct, maintain 4, expect 8 after 10, 119.6 and squawk 5640 on flight 102.
Flight 102, deck right.
Palomar Tower, Pilatus 65 Zulu is holding short 24 right, ready to go IFR.
On 65 Zulu, Palomar turn, 24 clear for takeoff.
24 cleared for takeoff, 65 Zulu, thanks. Alright, that's there. Conditioner all the way up. Let's take the runway and let's get out of here. Alright, here we go. $80 knots, and we're up. Flaps up.
For 65 Zulu, contact departure.
Over departure 65 Zulu. SoCal departure Pilatus 65 Zulu is climbing 1,500 for 3,000.
Air 65 Zulu, SoCal departure, radar contact, maintain 1 to 12,000.
Up to 12,000, 65 Zulu. Flaps up and gears up. I need to lower my engine sounds because I'm having a hard time hearing. Yeah, it's P3D. Hey, thanks, Z-Bro. Alright, so I'm going to get a right-hand turn, probably direct to Oceanside and to join the Victor 23. And resume.
Air 65 Zulu, zero from Oceanside, VOR, and navigation.
Direct Oceanside, on nav 65 Zulu. Okay, since he's switched me over, I gotta change my sounds real fast. Because those were way too loud and I could not hear them. Okay, so let's bring the torque back a little bit to about 38.
Mirror 65 Zulu taxi call approach 127.2. Have a good day.
Over to 127.2, thanks to you. SoCal approach, Pilatus 65 is with you, passing 4,000 for 12.
65 Zulu SoCal approach, roger. Traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles westbound. Out of kids 4,100, type of known descending appears.
65 Zulu has traffic in sight.
SoCal departure, November 5122 Whiskey, 1,800, climbing 2,000.
Alright.
November 5122 Whiskey, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 4,000.
Climb maintain 4,000, Legacy 22 Whiskey.
Alright, so he's right below me. Everything's still going swimmingly. Bring back my torque just a hair, stay out of the yellow zone. Yeah, tough weather. Hey, Disgrace, how's it going? Yeah, I thought I was out this morning and the weather looked beautiful. And then I got home and I think Josh was flying, so I waited a little bit for him to finish up and then decided to jump on. And I'm looking out my window, I'm only about 10 miles as the crow flies from Carlsbad, and there's not a drop of rain out here in Oceanside, so I don't know where this rain's coming from. Maybe there's some kind of weird cell just over Carlsbad, but I'm looking out my window, it's cloudy, but there's no rain. Oh, well, no big deal. Because I just flew over, I'm just over Oceanside right now, and it's depicting rain, but no real rain. Hey, appreciate the follow, Zebro. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I just getting back onto PilotEdge again after a 2-week hiatus. So I'm starting to feel better. Oh, there we go. It's cleared up. It's close enough. Oh yeah, to scrub your flight this weekend. Yeah, that sucks. This weather's been kind of crazy. But definitely, if you're just going out joyriding, this is not the weather you want to be out in. How's everybody else doing today? We're heading from Carlsbad to Visalia. I'm probably going to cancel IFR after I get outside the Bravo, out of LA Bravo. I'm going to be flying right over through LA Bravo, through Santa Ana Charlie. What other Charlie do we got going in here? Visalia is great. They have an ILS. I know for an unmanned, for an untowered airport with an ILS, it's kind of neat. But I found some good. I found quite a few passengers on FSE going from Visalia to.
I actually can't see the speed that you filed for, so you can.
Visalia to Carlsbad, so I did one last night. Made about $5,000. This should bring in another $5-6 grand. So that's kind of cool. I'm trying to find some flights that'll fill my Pilatus. Seeing the engine sounds are still a little too loud for me. I'm having a hard time hearing ATC. I might had an adventure there once, flew ILS down the minimums, broke out, saw the runway, engulfed in fog. Wonderful. Oh, in the middle of the night. Doesn't get any better than that. That's when pure panic just rushes in, right? Alright, let's bring down the torque just a smidge, and I like to keep it right at 38. Keeps it right at the top of the green. I'm really enjoying this Pilatus, though. I had a hard time capturing the ILS yesterday coming into Carlsbad. I know I screwed that one up, and then I tried again this morning by myself offline, and I managed to. Oh, look how pretty that is!
And flight 102, fly heading 280.
I managed to capture.
Mission bay 203-degree radio was
I managed to capture the ILS fine, but it really didn't hang on to the ILS as well as I hoped it would. So I don't know if it was my skills that I kept losing the glide slope. It found the glide slope, then it would sort of go below, and then it would get the glide slope again, and then it would sort of go. I don't know if you can fly too slow. I mean, I was flying the glide slope around 80 knots. It might be a little too slow in this plane. So I don't know. Maybe it's the ILS in Carlsbad that's a little wonky. But I'll actually do the glide slope or the ILS coming into Visalia, even though it's unmanned, and it'll probably be clear enough for visual. But I need to practice the ILS in this plane just to make sure I'm doing things properly. I had a plan beforehand. Told the controller to prepare to divert it. Well, at least you had a plan, and it wasn't a complete shocker that you had to divert. Oh, you know, one thing I didn't do? I did not turn on my oxygen. That would not be good. Get the oxygen on.
November 22 whiskey contact.
There we go.
134.9 good day.
Now that I'm passing 10,000 feet, I was starting to feel a little dizzy. I was about to black out. Good thing, we don't want that. Well, it looks like we're on top of the clouds now, so it should be a fairly smooth ride for my passengers in the back. And I think I've got my I think I've got my landing gear situation fixed with my knobs and stuff. So, but I did not want to try that. I didn't want to try my fix on. Hey, appreciate the follow, Bay. I didn't want to try my landing gear fix on PilotEdge because, unfortunately, as it happens, when it does screw up, it screws up on takeoff, and then I lose all avionics, and that would be a bad day. I wouldn't mind losing avionics in the middle of the flight, then I could just do a hot start real fast. But taking off would be a nightmare. Alright, so we are going swimmingly. We're almost at our top of climb here. About 400 feet to go. And then we should smooth out. I'll bring the torque up a little bit to try and get back to 220. Yeah, it looks like we've got a tailwind, about 15 knot tailwind. So that should push me a little faster. Oh, my coffee's cold. Darn it. Oh, that's gross. I like iced coffee, but I hate cold coffee, if that makes any sense. Like iced, like frappuccino kind of stuff. But I like my coffee black, and when my black coffee gets cold, it's gross. Can't stand it. And of course, hey Delano, how's it going? And of course my my flight attendant's probably not listening in the other room. If she is, she'll bounce her head in the cockpit real fast and offer to...
Approach 127.4, good day.
Approach 127.4, see ya. SoCal approach, Pilatus 65 Zulu is level 12,000.
There's 650 SoCal approach Long Beach, Alpha 29908.
908, 65 Zulu.
And flight 102, contact SoCal approach 1.
Okay, let me see if I can change my sounds now that I got. I'm not expecting a handoff for a few seconds here. Lower those some more. See if that helps. And let me.
And flight 102, SoCal approach, hello, Long Beach, Alpha 29908.
That's actually not bad. We'll keep it at that for a little bit and see if I like that volume setting. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, I'm turning. No, I'm not.
November 5122 West Cal approach, did you call up?
It's crazy winds, crazy wind.
5122 West Cal approach, Los Angeles, altimeter 29er, approaching 3000.
Flying through some nice clouds here. We are going to Visalia, Delano. Hey, Stoby, UK. I was just in the UK for vacation 2 weeks ago. Awesome. I loved. I can't say how much I loved London. Loved London. Didn't get anywhere outside of London, but loved London. We also went to Paris, which was really nice, beautiful, but I loved London better than Paris. How's everybody else doing this afternoon? We are on a FSE run to Visalia. Our IFR on PilotEdge. So I have no problems. They're gonna get me over the Bravos and Charlies and get me out of the area. Once I get more into the Central Valley, probably going to cancel IFR. But let's see how we'll see how it goes. Disgraced. Like to go to Paris, but I'm afraid of rude friends. You know what? Hey, appreciate the follow, Delano. You know what? They weren't necessarily rude, and it's very hard to explain, but let me try. Basically, I run a business. I deal with quite a bit of Hispanic people. I do not speak very well when it comes to Spanish, and some of my customers don't speak English very well. So we try very hard to communicate.
Can you spell out the next 6 that you're going to? Looks like you're missing a character in there.
Looks like from Seal Beach it's Brett, B-R-E-T-T, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Tango Tango.
Gotcha. No, I thought that you were going to something called Thule or Tango Uniform Lima Echo. I thought you were going there and you were missing something there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was. Sorry, I did file with Tulare, but I did not find it anywhere on my GTN, so I skipped it and I forgot to change it on the flight plan. I'm sorry.
Gotcha, no problem. And flight 102, Roger. Fly heading 350. One able to let me know when you're direct command when you get it.
Oh, so what was I saying? Oops, I forgot to change my flight plan. They thought I was going to Tulare and I could not find it anywhere here. Anyways, so I try really hard to communicate with these people, and with my terrible broken Spanish and their terrible broken English, we find a way to communicate. Now, when we were
5 Zulu contact, SoCal approach 134.9er. Have a good day.
Approach 134.9 or CS 650. Well, let me just check in with this guy and then I'll continue my story. 134.9er. 134.9er. SoCal approach plot is 65 Zulu's level 12,000.
November 787, Mary Bravo, SoCal approach, Guam 2220, ident, good afternoon.
And did he not hear me? Did somebody step on me?
Air 65 Zulu, SoCal approach Los Angeles, altimeter 3000.
00650, thanks. Okay, so, you know, again, I try to communicate with these people in my business,
So you're VFR
and we get things done, we communicate. I don't make them feel like idiots for not speaking English, and they don't make me feel like an idiot for not speaking Spanish. And we communicate in our broken languages, in my broken Spanish, their broken English, no problem. Well, when I was in Paris, I grew up in Canada. I took some French classes. I know 2 or 3 dirty words and 2 or 3 regular words, and that's pretty much it. I can say thank you, I can say please, you know, I can try to ask for certain things, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm asking for, and basically coffee is so hard to get over there, like coffee. So I asked for un café americano.
Flight 102, thank you.
Which is basically the only type of black coffee you can get in Europe, apparently.
November 22 whiskey contact, SoCal approach 1.
And they look at you like you are from Mars. Like, how dare you try to speak my language? And then they give you like this attitude, like, look, dude, you can't speak French. Don't try it. You're butchering the language, and it's just, you just suck. So that's how they make you feel. Now, they don't really come out and say that, but that's how they make you feel, like you're butchering their language, even though you're trying so hard to communicate with them properly. Like, we don't do that here. So that's really the only thing I feel as far as the French people, you know, not liking Americans, quote unquote. And maybe it was just my experience. Maybe there's a lot of wonderful French people that we ran into that didn't give me that kind of attitude. It's just, you know, I guess when people say French people don't like Americans, I think I understand why, because of that. Anyways, Santa Claus. Santa Claus, do I have a pilot's license? Your equipment looked like you. Hey, Stoby, I appreciate the follow. I do not have a pilot's license. I do have a lot of stuff going on here. And Santa Claus, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. No pilot's license. A lot of cool gadgets. I love gadgets. My first career was in IT, and did that for 20 some odd years. So I love gadgets. I love getting new trinkets and pushing buttons.
Zulu contact, SoCal approach 134.2, good day.
Approach 134.2, 650, see ya.
No, 4 Delta Charlie, fly heading 280 vector final approach course. No, 4 Delta Charlie, I didn't get the read back, fly heading 280 vector final approach course. Thank you.
SoCal approach, plot at 650 is with you, 12,000.
Air 650 SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter accuracy 3008.
3008, thanks.
November 4 Delta Charlie traffic, 10 o'clock, 6 miles north.
I'm French, and I think you're wrong about that. All French people aren't so stupid. No, I wasn't calling you stupid. Hopefully you did not. You heard my entire rant. That I was just telling my experience when I was trying to get a cup of coffee. That was it. It was just me and the barista behind the counter. She just gave me an attitude like I was trying to speak French, and she was just giving me an attitude. Maybe she was having a bad day. I was just, like I said, I loved Paris. It was a beautiful, beautiful city. It's just, she gave me some attitude, and somebody else on the stream said that, you know, they thought French people hated Americans, and based on that one experience, I can understand why. But it was no knock to the rest of the French people, because we had a wonderful time. we ran into a lot of wonderful French
So
people.
approach
There's
there,
just a couple that were, you know,
Air 5122
a little
Whiskey.
snarky when we tried to speak French and really butchered the language. And I apologize for butchering the language, you know. We were just trying to
No, you're
communicate.
supposed to go to Maria because that's your clearance limit.
Yeah, it's just the reputation some people give them, unfortunately. This is P3D, Stoby.
Air 22 Whiskey, do you have an approach request for Camaria or visual approach works for you?
Yeah, you're right. Bartender often like that. See? Okay. So, you know, maybe it's just because...
It does, you don't have to do any...
Maybe because she was having a bad day, or I don't know what. I mean, I ordered baguette, and the guy was the most wonderful baguette maker in the world. And it was, and I gotta say, the baguette sandwiches in Paris are to die for. And my wife had a, which was too sweet for me, but she had a crepe with, I don't even like this stuff. What's that chocolate stuff? I forgot. I forgot the name. That's how much I can't stand this chocolate stuff. Anyways, it was that a crepe with chocolate stuff in it and a banana. It was, it was so sweet, but it was real. It was. I could only have one bite, but that one bite was delicious. It was just way too sweet.
Cleared. ILS from a 30 approach.
We do the same with English. Yeah. Did I ever crash the game? Not on purpose. English is my language lane, and I butcher it all the time. Yeah, hey, all the time. All the time. Sometimes I have so many marbles in my mouth, I don't even understand what the heck is coming out of my mouth. Alright, I think once we get into the valley and clear from the terrain, we will go ahead and... Nutella, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Boyington. She probably despises American tourists because she can't come to America so easily like we can come to their country. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she just had... I appreciate the follow, Beanie Basha. Maybe she was just having a bad day. Who knows?
Nerd 22 Whiskey contact. Point McGrew approach 124.
Wish it didn't cost as much. I've got FSX. I used to run FSX.
Nerd 65 Zulu contact to license 135.5.
135.5, 650. Boy, a lot of radio calls today. 135.5. SoCal approach plot is 65 Zoo's level 12,000.
Roger. Expect visual approach runway 26 Camarillo.
I think I stepped on somebody.
And actually it's a little bit too early, so just fly present heading for now. Expect visual approach runway 26 is going to maintain 3,500. And flight 102, Roger, just to maintain 5,000. Contact SoCal approach 135.4 today.
I think I stepped on him. SoCal approach plot is 65 Zoo's with you, level 12,000.
There's 65 Zulu, Roger, Burbank altimeter 2999er.
999 or 65 Zulu.
There's 4 Delta Charlie, 7 miles from...
I am not a pilot or a co-pilot. I only play one on Twitch TV.
Maintain 2,000 until establishing localized cutoffs from 18 on a right approach.
P3D looks awesome. I mean, you know, it's all about, you know, the money you spend on top of, you know,
thank you.
Oh, look at those F-18s
Number
flying
7
below
on
me.
rear Bible contact Long Beach Tower,
Um,
119.4, good day.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Orbix,
Number 7 on rear Bible contact Long Beach Tower, 119.4,
what is it,
good day.
Orbix Vector or whatever. I mean, you know, you put some money into the
And
base,
flight 102, so
and you
Alpha
can have it
Zulu,
looking
expect NDB
pretty
Charlie
decent.
approach, you want vectors to final or from Pomona.
Quick question, so there are actual depicted tower reps
And flight 102,
that are
proceed
directing
Pomona,
planes
Pomona
as
at
we
or
speak?
above
Yes.
4,000.
This is on the PilotEdge
Charlie approach.
network. If you look at my info box, you'll be able to link it right directly to you. These guys are real ATC. A lot of them are actual ATC controllers. So these guys are real. I'm live on this network. There's about 15 people flying right now. And it's a paid service. Oh, what am I right now in the game? Pilot, co-pilot. Oh, no, I'm the pilot. I'm the pilot in charge. This is PC12, so it's a single pilot airplane. I mean, you can have a co-pilot, but I'm the only pilot in here. I'm not flying with anybody else.
There's 65 Zulu contact, Bakersfield approach 118.8, good day.
Bakersfield approach 118.8, 650, thanks. Bakersfield approach, pull out a 65 Zulu's level 12,000.
Here's 65 Zulu, Bakersfield approach, hello, Bakersfield altimeter, 3000.
0065 Zulu.
There's 4,000 Charlie, contact Florence Tower 124.0, have a great day.
Oh, what am I writing on my paper all the time? I have a terrible memory, so whenever I hear an ATC call for me, I will write down the frequency that he wants me to change to, in case my brain blows up, and then I go to change my radio, and I'm like, what did he just say? I can refer to my knee pad, which is right here, and I've got all the information all the information that I'm flying into, frequencies, all that wonderful stuff. It's all written down. I think once I cross these where you're not using the altimeter thing, because the weather, hey Boynton, thanks for following. The weather I'm running is not necessarily the weather that he's giving me, so I'm using the, when he tells me the altimeter, I go ahead and change my altimeter to what my weather believes my altimeter should be. So, yeah, I'm running real world weather, but it's not necessarily the same real world weather that he's looking at. So that's why there's a discrepancy as to the altimeter setting that he's giving me and the altimeter setting that I'm setting, if that makes sense. Now, whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. Maybe I should be using his altimeter, but I figure I'd be safer using the altimeter based on what ASN is giving me for weather right this very second, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but it makes more sense for me to use my own altimeter. But I do change it when he gives me the altimeter. I do go in and change my altimeter. Traffic alert! Man, that guy's gonna cross right in front of me. Wow! 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 Holy crap. Dude. That was pretty close. They just give it to you for realism. It's actually better to use whatever your engine is doing, since it's how it handles the atmosphere. Okay, good. Thanks, Disgrace. So I'm doing it right. I'm using the barometer that my sim is telling me to to use as opposed to what ATC is giving me, so I guess I'm doing it right.
Air 65 Zulu, track 9 o'clock, 5 miles northbound, K to 11,500, tap and now.
650 is looking. I do not see the traffic. And as soon as we get over the valley a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and... Too close for home, dude. Hey, Disgrace, maybe you'll answer this. I'm flying into a non-towered airport. When is he going to release me? Will he release me from IFR, or should I call to release myself and cancel IFR?
10732, North Hill approach, block 6377.
I don't remember flying an IFR flight from a control into a non-controlled tower, so I can't remember when.
10732, radar contact.
If I'm supposed to cancel IFR or if he's gonna do it for me
7 miles south
eventually.
It looks like your turn transponder is now off, so turn your transponder on, please squawk altitude. Cleared through
he'll clear me for the approach, and then tell you to cancel IFR in the air or ground once you have the field made. Ah, so he will descend me to...
Trap, 12 o'clock, 3 miles southeast, bound case 11,600, type of 9.
650 has traffic in sight. Alright, so he is going to get me lower for the approach.
For 10732, I'm not. It looks like your transponder, the altitude reporting part of the transponder is off. Okay, are you pressing the ident now, or are you pressing... I see the transponder now, let me just see if it stays there. It looks like it is staying there, so thank you. I'm not sure if you copied it. You're cleared through Los San Francisco Bravo airspace, southeast bound, maintain VFR, at or below 8,000.
Hey, appreciate the follow, Ham. Bakersfield approach, Pilatus 650, like lower starter descent into Brett, please.
Your 65 Zulu to maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, 650. But KVIZ is outside the PE coverage? Nope. I don't believe it is. Oh, KVIZ is near Bakersfield. It's not outside of the coverage area. just to the north of Bakersfield.
November 394, turn right direct. If you'd like, you can turn right direct Imperial.
Alright, so I'm going to set up for the ILS 30 108.5. Eight 8.5 and 301 on the course. Start slowing down a bit here. Got 41 miles to the initial fix, initial approach fix of Brett. And I want to be at 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet crossing Packard. And then CTAF 1, 2, 3. I'm probably gonna go directly to CTAF from this guy, so we'll get that in the box. 1, 2, 3.05.
There's 604 Delta Charlie, so got departure, Roger. What is your request?
It's in the
Fort
Oakland.
Delta Charlie, Roger.
Really?
Expect for the clearance 2330 Zulu, time now 225 Manor Zulu. Advise.
Well, then
prior to
he'll.
that,
Then I
will
guess he'll
hold
cancel
your
my.
intentions.
He'll cancel my fire out when I hit his outer boundary, I suppose. Huh. That's interesting. I did not realize that Visalia was in Oakland. Hey, Audric, appreciate the follow. Thank you. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for, well, today I've been streaming for, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour? Hey, D44, welcome aboard. I've been streaming for about 6 weeks now, 2 months now. Not very long, but about an hour or so today. And I've got my niece and nephew here. So I'm gonna, this is gonna be my one and only flight today because I gotta deal with them. But I got a reprieve from my wife to come fly for an hour or so, which was kind of nice of her. So I guess if I leave the PilotEdge coverage area, he'll definitely tell me.
November 6-5, this is to maintain 4,500.
Down to excuse me, down to 4,500 for 650.
Your 744 Papa Echo. Your 744 Papa Echo, SoCal approach squawk 6701, hello. Number 4, Papa Echo.
Throttle
right,
back a
heading
little bit.
0,
I'm starting
50.
to
Set to maintain 3,000.
hit the red. I'm
Vector
at 240
LVA,
knots.
runway.
Alright, 23 miles to Brett. I'm gonna go into heading mode here, so I can set up the ILS. Heading mode, and the ILS. I'm probably gonna do a visual, but let's try the ILS anyways. 301. Okay, so we've got 108.5, 301 in the box. We're good there. Start slowing down a bit. And we've got 17 nautical miles on the DME.
4 Papa Echo, turn right heading 080.
For Brett, so we've got that all good.
And 4 Papa Echo, set to maintain 2,500.
Alright, VLOC mode is set. 108.5 check. 301 course check. 4,500 feet, we're good. And the airport should be at our 11 o'clock, coming up in about 20 miles.
There are 6 sides. We're leaving the piloted control area to the north. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory frequency. Have a good day.
Advisory 650, see ya, thanks.
Bro.
Alright, so
November 4, Papa Echo.
123.05 is advisories, and we're just gonna squawk 1200. Visalia traffic, Pilatus 650 is approximately 20 miles to the south, ILS 30, full stop. Visalia traffic. Well, you are correct. It was out of the PilotEdge coverage area, which is interesting. I did not realize that. So let's get down to 2,000 feet. Right. And we've got the localizer is alive. It's alive! It's alive! And we want to cross Paco at 2,000. So we are good to go. I'm going to cross Brett and capture the localizer. And then we will capture the glide slope once she comes in. $3,000, $1,000 to go. Brett's in 3 miles, so we're all good there. Nice view from up here. Nice sky, nice and clear. Let's go ahead and get to flaps 15, please. Flaps 15, check. Ooh, it's starting to get a little bumpy. Starting to get some, what do I work? I am a pawnbroker. I'm an evil pawnbroker. Alright, localizer is alive. Let's go ahead and capture that. And we're turning on the localizer. So that's good. And we want to maintain 2,000 feet. That's good. Let's go ahead and get our gear down. Gear's coming down. Gear's down. I'm going to cross Padcod at 2,000 feet. Actually, I probably put my gear down a little too soon, but that's okay. It's okay. Oh, tour landing, all shush. Yeah, I live in Cali. You should stream your shop and start one of those pawn shows. I should! That would be kind of cool. I would love... I actually... Well, I don't have time when I'm working. I only have time to lurk on other people's streams. I don't have time to actually do a stream, but that would be cool one day, is to stream it. But there's a... It's kind of... at the pawn shop, it's kind of like flying. It's 5 minutes of sheer terror and 3 hours of complete boredom where we're doing absolutely nothing, and then we have a rush of people to come in, and then it's great, and then nothing for an hour or two. So I never know when I'm going to have a few minutes. So yeah, it would be kind of neat to have a little stream. I don't know what... Twitch probably wouldn't like it because there wouldn't be much gameplay going on, even though my employee, i.e. my son, in the downtime he plays, which is no problem. So maybe he could Twitch his gameplay. Alright, so paddock in 5 miles, and then we can arm the approach once I get my glide slope coming in. I don't have the glide slope yet. Well, it shows it's up, but I'll hit the approach 1 diamond before. I don't even have the airport in sight. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I think I've got the airport in sight. Hello, fellow California. I'm Elk Grove near Sacramento. Ah, I'm in SoCal. I don't get up to NorCal often. Priceless antique. The best I can do is $20. That's right. You got it. So that's how we roll, all of us evil pawnbrokers. No, I'm actually very fair in my pricing. Sometimes I'll buy something not realizing what I just bought, and it turns out to be, holy crap, I can't believe I got it for that price. But most of the time, 99% of the time, it's like, alright, I made a fair deal, I'll make a fair profit. But there is one or two times where I have no idea what I was buying at the time, and I'm like, I'll just give you $20 for it. And then it sits on the shelf for 30 days, and then I look at it again, I'm like, what is that? And then I see a signature underneath, I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'll look it up, and it'll be like, are you freaking kidding me? I can't believe I just bought it for that price. And those are the cool moments. Alright, glide slope is coming down. We'll go ahead and arm the approach in a second. Since we get to one diamond and arm the approach, let's go ahead and make sure we capture the approach. Alright, flaps all the way down. We got 3 green. Approach has been captured, so that's good. Let's start slowing her down. Flaps all the way down. See, this is where this plane does not do so well. Now I'm above the glide slope, and I captured it right at 2,000 feet. Yet, it's starting to, okay, now it's starting to go back down on the glide slope. But this plane does not do very well at maintaining the glide slope, and I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm not real happy with that. It's starting to come down now. The glide slope's starting to come back, so I'm starting to get back onto the glide slope. It is not capturing the glide slope very well. Alright, I got 3 green, flaps full, condition rich. We got 3 whites, 1 red, so we're okay there. Glide slope, looks like, let's see if, hopefully I don't go below the glide slope and we maintain the glide slope. Let's see what happens here. Alright, glide slope seems to be maintaining, and now I'm going below the glide slope. So this plane doesn't seem to want to follow the glide slope very well. Now I'm a little below it. Let's see if it keeps it maintained. Maybe I'm just going too slow for the glide slope. Hey Chevy, how's it going? You're catching the tail end here, buddy. The tail end. Alright, well it looks like it's maintaining the glide slope now. It wasn't doing so well when I first captured it, but it looks like it's maintaining it okay now. Alright, everything's green. We got 500. We're good to land. Let's go ahead and take it off autopilot, and I've got the stick. We'll fly her in manually from here, thank you. Ooh, that's weird. Lights just pop on automatically. It's kind of cool without having to activate them with the. I guess you click your mic. Oh, I guess I should make a call. Visalia traffic 65 Zulu short final 30 Visalia traffic. I forgot to make my CTAF call for my final. Oh well. Hopefully nobody else was landing. Little too slow. Too slow. And too high. Wow. Wow, that was terrible. Oh, we're just gonna float this bad boy in. That wasn't very good at all. Alright. Reverse thrust. I guess it's not reverse thrust, I guess it's beta mode. And we're down to 40, beta off. And let's go ahead and clear up here. Full flaps may not be a good config for the PC12 when approach. I'm starting to think you are correct. I should not have gone full flaps. I think when I was looking at the, I gotta look again at the checklist. I think they were only saying 15 flaps 15 on the approach, so I screwed the pooch on that. But I'm just learning. This is my second time flying this bird, so alright. Visalia traffic, Pilotage 65 is clear to 30 Visalia traffic, heading for taxi, or heading for GA parking, Visalia traffic. Okay, so let's find a nice spot to park not near that fuel pump, because that would be a bad thing since I'm on FSE. I don't know where. Oh, I guess I should have gone that way. Turn around. There we go. That's apparently where all the good stuff is. Even though my map is showing there's buildings, I don't have any scenery for this airport. So, yeah, that was a tough one. My flaps, and then I just started floating in. I couldn't get down any lower. But Chevy was right. Full flaps was not a good idea. The last time I make that mistake was tonight. I try to make the same mistake never, but I will make one mistake all the time. But I won't repeat it, hopefully. Alright, so let's find a parking spot for this bad boy. Offload the little old ladies, as Music Man would say. Collect my moolah. And call it a night. Oh, anywhere will do, thank you. Just nowhere near a fuel pump. Far, far away. Then go full flaps, slow to VREF. 15 degrees on flaps, come in at 15 until short final, field in sight. Ah! Gotcha. Well, I also put my landing gear down way too soon. Because, quite frankly, I'm used to fixed gear airplane. And I'm not used to this guy, so I am putting my gear down a little too soon, I believe. Well, I know I'm putting it down too soon. Alright. Engines off. And FS Economy is logging the flight. That's good. Let me make sure I got paid for this bad boy. Refresh that. Sweet. 5,000 buckaroonies. Can't complain about them apples. Boom. And let's turn off all these. Off, 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 off. And we are all off. And we are good. Welcome to Visalia, everybody. The Twin Star and Arrow here, we put the gear down at the final approach fix. I think I put it down at the initial approach fix, so that would be way off. Okay, so I should have put it down. Yeah, I put it down way too soon. Alright, I'm going to take next time I'll do the 15 approach and then full flaps to the VREF and gear down at the final approach. Good to know, good to know. Alright guys, well I think that is going to do it for, let's go ahead and squawk standby and disconnect from PilotEdge. So goodbye PilotEdge, we're off of you, we're good there. Disconnect flight plan to go. We're disconnected there. Who else is connected? That's going to be it. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate everybody coming on and spending your Saturday. It's not Saturday. Sunday. What does it say for VREF right here, anyways? Oh, it doesn't. Does it have VREF numbers on there? I can't read it. I don't think so. Well, I will look at my trusty. And I think for whoever it was, what do I use for weather? I use Active Sky Next. And for the individual, I can't remember who you were. I apologize. You were asking me what I was writing down when I was writing things down. I have my little knee pad, my trusty knee pad, right here, with I can't do this. How am I doing this? Right there, boom. And I've got all of my information, where I'm flying, what I'm flying, my route, squawk codes, blah blah blah. And then when ATC gives me a changeover to the frequency, my tiny little pea brain can't remember what it is, so I write down the number real fast. And then I go and make the change in my radio stack. So that's what I have been writing down. I actually have a link to this PDF, the blank PDF that I use, that I created for myself. If anybody wants to use it, there's a link on my info box. I did install Active Sky Next, but it tells me the Ash Connect isn't compatible with the version I have. I think I'm on P3D 9. I didn't upgrade to the latest. The P3D just had another hotfix come out a week or two ago. I did not upgrade to that. And I think ASN is current to the 9245 or something along. Does it tell me what version I have here? About 12945. So I know that the GTN, the ASN is good to version 12945. Now I don't know about FSX, if that's what you're asking me. And I know that there's another P3D version out there, and I don't know if ASN has upgraded. They must have, because they usually upgrade within a week or so after P3D upgrades. But the changelog for P3D wasn't anything that really interested me or had really any care about, so I did not install it yet. So I'm not real sure. Yeah, I don't really know, NATO, why you had that error. I would make sure the version of ASN that I'm running is Active Sky Next for prepared 3D version 25792. I'm running build 5589 of Active Sky Next. Did I tweak my P3D file? No, I did not. I'm not running any tweaks whatsoever at all. I don't feel the need for it. Because I would drive myself crazy if I kept tweaking over and over again. I just can't do it. Just installed the bot P3D today. I do use Orbix. I have the Orbix. Here, let me close this down. Exit. Yes. You can see my crazy well, let me turn off. I'm using also panel builder from SimPlugins, which is also cool. Let's go ahead and close that. Orbix version, where is it? And I'm also using Rex textured soft clouds. So I've got FTX Global Base Pack, and I have the North American freeware packs for Orbix, and I'm also running UTX 2.1 for the vector stuff because I didn't feel like spending money on the Orbix vector. Orbix Global, yeah, that's what I've got. I've got the Orbix Global, and it tells me while you're installing that the file terrain config is missing and don't know what or where to find it. Huh. Well, this is FTX Central 2 for Orbix. That's how you install Orbix. Orbix? I don't know how to pronounce it. You install it through this FTX Central 2. Honestly, I'm not sure. The window opens that it doesn't load, but it is loading, but it doesn't. I'm not real sure what to tell you, NATO. Central V2. It should say that it's active. Here, maybe can you see it better on this screen? Maybe you can see it better on this screen. I mean, it shows that it's active right here in the settings. Everything's checked on. Yeah, I'm not real sure. You know, all great questions, NATO, but maybe you need to post those in the FTX on AvSim. I think Orbix has an unofficial forum. I'm sure you can get a lot of way better information than what I could tell you. I haven't had really much problems with any of that stuff. I'm not real sure why none of that stuff pops up on your screen when you double click on FTX Central. Make sure that you run everything in admin mode. You have to always make sure you're running this stuff in admin mode. Otherwise, I think there will be issues. And make sure that your virus protection stuff is set to ignore all of your add-ons and stuff. I mean, I put all of my flight stuff onto just one drive, and then I tell my virus scanner not to touch that, not even to look at that drive. Alright, well, anybody else have any questions for the Q&A section of this flight? Really do appreciate your time, no problem. Spent so much money and just stuck. Yeah, you know what? I feel your pain, but those forums are awesome, and if you just spend a little time Googling your problem, you can usually find somebody else that went through the exact same pain that you're going through right now. And because I've had a lot of similar issues just spend some time Googling it and go, ah, okay, that's the problem. But yeah, you spend all this money, and you know, you want the stuff to work right. Unfortunately, it doesn't work right out of the box, which you would think that it would. It should, right? It would certainly be nice if everything just worked right out of the box, but for some crazy reason, it doesn't. I mean, I don't think I've had to really tweak much of anything to get things to work after figuring things out. SPAD was a little crazy, so I had to tweak that a bit. UTX, I just followed Nick, can't remember the guy's name on AvSim. He's got a nice setup on how to set stuff up. I'm still not sure if I'm using Rex Texture Direct properly. I know they just came out with their new weather engine, which I'm starting to read up on, but I love ASN, so I'm not planning on switching. But if you're one of those guys that like to set, you know, you're practicing, you know, an ILS approach into a socked-in airport, and you need to make sure that it's raining or snowing or fog or blah, 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 then this Rex weather engine sounds to be awesome. But I like to fly with, you know, real-world weather and what's going on outside, so I'm sticking with ASN. But the new weather engine looks pretty interesting. Yeah, you know, if you like to set your own weather. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for me. If anybody else had any questions, any other questions, we're going to call it quits for the day. Appreciate everybody coming in and checking out this stream. And as usual, frequency change is approved. See ya.